Alright, so, funny thing, I had to do this whole voiceover over again because it got, like, corrupted and it got erased. Anyways, hello, how are you doing? My name is Mr. Anonymous. I'm going to immediately get straight into it. We're talking about Resident Evil 9. We're talking about, the character, our current protagonist. We're talking about her mother. We need some backstory. I'm just giving you some info. I don't remember exactly what I said, but in my 2-minute message before it got erased, but yeah, that's what we're doing right now. So I'm gonna get started. All right. In June 1993, Alyssa joined the Raccoon Press as a journalist, where she became close friends with fellow reporter Kurt. Kurt was suspicious activities at a private hospital in northwestern Arklay Mountains, and recognizing Alyssa's talent, recruited her to assist in the investigation. The case revealed an illegal drug testing scheme secretly sponsored by the Umbrella Corporation. Okay. Kurt was ultimately killed by one of the patients, Dorothy Lester, the wife of the hospital director, Al Lester, who had accepted Umbrella's offer to save the hospital from bankruptcy. Following the incident, Alyssa's memories were apparently suppressed by an unknown party, likely Greg Muller, a chief researcher for Umbrella. And that is the first note. What I'm gonna do is, since I don't remember what I said after that, because it only the first like 2 minutes got erased, I'm going to connect the gaps. Yes, goodbye, and see you in like 2 seconds. Alright, here's the next part. In 1994, Alyssa reported on renovations at Raccoon University that were sponsored by Umbrella. She also discovered that Greg Muller, that the man suspected of blocking her memories, had been promoted to lead researcher at the new facility. In October 1996, Alyssa covered a story about a heavily decomposed body discovered on the shores of the Ames River, near the private hospital where Kirk had been killed. The body showed traces of unknown chemicals. Alyssa suggested that a certain corporation, we know what that is, might be illegally dumping chemical waste into the river. Here's the next part. In June 1998, Alyssa received a tip about illegal activities at Raccoon Zoo. Jeez Louise! I could never live in Raccoon City, but if it was between going to Silent Hill and Raccoon City, I think I'll go ahead and go to Raccoon City. Yeah. Anytime, of course. That's a no-brainer right there. Anyways, in June 1998, Alyssa received a tip about illegal activities at Raccoon Zoo, implicating its director, Elliot Martin, in smuggling protected plants. Alyssa was not the only reporter pursuing the story. Yo, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this dude's name. We're just gonna say Ben. Ben was also investigating, but ultimately lost out on the scoop. Don't worry, I'll put the full name up on the screen. On September 8th, 1998, a robbery occurred at the MacLeod gun shop. Approximately $800 in cash and several firearms were stolen by Nathan Donnelly. Dunnelly. I'm gonna put the name up on the screen as well. I butchered that, I'm sure. And Samuel Kirk. The suspects were arrested by the Raccoon Police Department, RPD, obviously. Yeah, I don't know why I said that as well, but it's here on the page. I'm just reading what I'm looking at. And remained in their cells during the events of Desperate Times. Okay, wait, I'm sorry. We're gonna have to take a deviation here. I seen something about... Okay, so... I don't know, you're obviously seeing the Resident Evil 5 footage in the background. I'm making 2 different videos here. No, I'm not. It's sort of. Am I? I guess you could say I am. But Desperate Times. Hold on, let me click this real quick and see what this is about. Okay, I'm just gonna assume that's like bonus content inside of the Resident Evil Outbreak File 2 game. I'm gonna assume that has something to do Obviously, it's mentioned in here, so it has to be some type of bonus kind. All right. Anyways, let's continue. Let's continue. No more stalling. All right. All right. Here we go. Raccoon City destruction incident. Work in progress. After Raccoon City. It's all about. Okay. I don't know what that quote is for. All right. In the aftermath of Raccoon City, Ashcroft wrote of her experiences in the city in an expose condemning Umbrella USA with an article titled "What is a BOW?" Blowing the lid off this horrifying secret project, if I can speak, geez Louise. This article ignited the 5-year raccoon trials and contributed to the company's eventual downfall. Despite her efforts, the U.S. government was successful in containing information relating to the incident, and for a number of years, bioorganic weaponry was dismissed as a cryptid and an urban myth. Along with her efforts to expose corruption, Ashcroft had time to raise a daughter, Grace, who would find a career in law enforcement in 2016. Ashcroft wrote in an article. Oh, right. In 2016, Ashcroft wrote an article for the Dulvey Daily, pretty sure I said that right, a local newspaper based in Dulvey Parish, Louisiana, discussing the mysterious disappearances in the town over the previous 2 years. These disappearances became one of the only public accounts of the biological disaster there. A subsequent cover-up in the quarantine of the affected region ended any search for these missing persons, and they were not listed among the dead. Interesting. I just want to point out that this lady had a crazy life. I'm not gonna lie. Like, because in Resident Evil, you can be a regular schmegular person on the side of the road, and you just witness something crazy. You have your two outcomes are you get killed like cannon fodder. You know what I'm saying? It's cannon fodder. You get killed like you're truly like a character number 100,027, or you turn into a protagonist for however long. You know what I'm saying? The Resident Evil gods allow. Like, this is crazy. Alright. I think it's pronounced Renwood. Alright, I'm gonna say that. Renwood hotel case. Alyssa was murdered during her investigation of the Renwood Hotel. Her daughter Grace eventually became an FBI technical analyst. Whoa, what just happened? Oh my gosh. Let me start over. Her daughter Grace eventually became an FBI technical analyst. My fault, analyst. Oh my goodness, what is going on? I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie. And sought the truth of her death 8 years later. So that's Alyssa Ashcroft, huh? So she just ended up getting murked at some point. All right. I heard a little bit about that. You know, as people were talking about RE5. You know, because I'm like, who is Grace Ashcroft? Like, who is like this new character that's just on my screen right now? I'm like, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? It's not like I was expecting any of the other characters, you know, Chris, Jill, or especially Leon. I mean, like, come on now, these characters, I ain't gonna lie, bro, they're getting up there in age. I'm gonna be honest with you, they're getting up there, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're getting up there in age. It makes sense, you know. You gotta keep it fresh, or you gotta go back and revisit some things. You know what I mean? Anyways, let's talk a little bit. Let's talk about what we know, and let me see if there's anything else about Grace Ashcroft. Let's see. All right, let's see what's going on with our what do we gotta come up with a nickname for her. I don't have a nickname right now. Let's see what Miss Grace got going on. Let's see what she got going on. Let's look at her little wiki page they got going on here. Let's see. All right. It says, a timid individual, Ashcroft worked as a technical analyst for the Federal Bureau of Investigation. She was sent on the orders of her superior, Nathan Dempsey, that's an interesting name, to investigate the most recent of rash of mysteries mysterious infections and deaths, the latest of which occurred at the Wrenwood Hotel, where her mother was murdered 8 years prior. Prior to this, Ashcroft had no field experience. The investigation eventually led her to the desolate and quarantined ruins of Raccoon City. And that's all we got so far. We just gotta wait. We just gotta wait. All right, that's an introduction. You know, this is the first time I've ever done something like this. I think I want to do more of these. It depends on if this video actually gets any like traction. You know, this is supposed to be a Resident Evil 9, like over like a little covering. Like, let's see what the previous story was like leading up to this. You know what I'm saying? And also, I'm gonna talk about RE5 because I'm about to glaze this game into oblivion. Revisiting RE5 was probably the best thing in my life. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's move on to the next section. Oh wait. I almost forgot. I have to actually go put the names of those people that I butchered. The full first and last name of those 2 characters that I ruined. Alright, anyways, I see you in the next part. You already know what time it is. Oh, wait, hold on, my fault. Is that better now? Sorry, I was using the wrong microphone. You already know what time it is.
Resident Evil 5.
Partner will not react to your attacks. I don't remember that being a function, but then again, you're gonna be like, you're gonna look at me crazy, but it's been about we're gonna skip this. No, seriously, like we're gonna hello? I can't hear myself. I'm just gonna be quiet now. Wait, hold on. I had to hit that real quick. Is this copyright? Probably.
Welcome to Africa.
Oh.
My name is Sheva Alama.
Chris
Hello.
Redfield.
Your reputation precedes you, Mr.
How
Redfield.
are you? It's
It's an honor.
been some years.
Just Chris, thanks.
They beating them. The oh yeah, how long has it been since I played this game? Like 13 years or something like that. Yeah. 12, 13 years, bro. My fault. You got it, bro. So you know what I'm saying? It's been a long time. Last time I played this game, what? I was like 11, maybe 10-ish. I don't know. All I know is that it's been well over a decade, 100%. This woman is absolutely gorgeous. Bro, his forearms, man. Everyone's gone. Open that door, bro. I remember. Double tap square. How you doing, man? It's been a minute since I seen you. Over a decade. I was like a little boy. I was a little kid. You know what I'm saying? I was a little kid. You know? Now I can't even say that on YouTube. Never mind. I was gonna say something crazy. It was not gonna be too bright.
Come. What do you know about Ouroboros?
Mostly just rumors. Something about visions of a doomsday project.
Doomsday sounds about right, and apparently it is no rumor.
You're kidding, right?
You must find a man
No.
named
You just said it was a rumor.
He is our only lead.
Alright, she was being sarcastic. Why did I say that? I'm so sorry. That was like unnecessary of me. Sheva.
And be careful out there.
I apologize. Alright, let's get out of here. Come on. Oh my gosh, yo, I will never get this is the only Resident Evil I can play well, I was gonna say the only one I can play over and over again. I played RE4 Remake over and over again. I beat that game, but then again, I was trying to get the S rank. And I was like, how do I get this S rank? It was hard. I ain't gonna lie. I have to unlock the Chicago sweeper, but I still didn't get it. By the way, I have to revisit it. Oh, just give me tips, man. I don't need this. I know about this already. Are there any things here? I guess while I'm walking, I could tell my history.
Happens, we stick together.
Anyways, I was gonna say earlier that I kind of wish I had like a partner, not a partner. I ain't talking about a friend. You know what I mean by partner. Like it could just be. Sometimes I think about it. I'm like, it could be me and my girl just playing this right here. Like especially if she was like a Resident Evil fan as well. I'm like, we could just be playing this right here and like be talking about different things related to Resident Evil or any other game. It doesn't really matter. But I'm like, I just think about that sometimes. But anyways, Resident Evil 5 was the first game introduced to me. One of the first games introduced to me. It was by someone my mother was with at the time, and his family. It was this game has a special place in my heart. It's connected severely. It's connected to my childhood, truly. It really is. Like this game, I could play this game over for until the end of my life. Seriously. Every now and then, I'd be like, all right, it's been like a year. Let me play this game. Let me hop back on here again. It's been like a decade. You know what I'm saying? I'm like 40 something. I'm 30 something years old. 40 something years old. Let me play it again. This scene is disgusting. You want what he's having? No. I definitely don't want what he's having. Hey, listen, look. I learned. I know what to do in these situations. Hey, Chris, grab him. You didn't grab him fast enough. Now he's tweaking, bro. Now he's tweaking. Look what you did. It's not good, twin. Come on now. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm having a great time right now. I'm sorry. Anyways, yeah, this game holds a special place. Just like Infamous, the Infamous series. I love Infamous 1 and 2. I think I might like. I definitely like Infamous. I don't know. I can't really decide between both of those games, but I like both of them a lot. But yeah, after that day it was showed to me, I ended up eventually getting my own PS3, and then I got the game again for like $20 from GameStop. I was still a little kid. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? But this game, there's something about this. You don't like people. No one can ever understand. Like in general, there's someone out there that can like understand how a game can be close to you. But this game specifically, it has a special place in a memory in my brain. It's locked. I can never forget about this game ever. No matter how long I live, unless not even if I got sick. At the age of like 80 plus years old, if I even lived that long, I just would not forget, bro. Alright, that's enough of me yapping about, I said what I needed to say. I mean, you got the idea. Like, I grew up with this game. This game was introduced to me young age, by someone my mother was with, blah blah blah. You heard all of that. Here's some extra details. In my personal opinion, I just I think this is the best Resident Evil game of all time. Some people would say it's RE2. No, it's RE3. Some people would say it's RE4. I'm like, I'm pretty sure this game has quite literally the most content. I gotta get real close to the mic. This game has the most content out of all the Resident Evil games. Maybe I'm wrong. You know what? We can do a quick little Google search. Give me a second. Hold on. So apparently I'm calm. It's okay. I'm relaxed. But Resident Evil 6, which a game I also played, and I did like that game. Most people hate that game. But think about how old I was when I played that game. Like, my opinion probably wouldn't be the same now. But I mean, I don't like just like see one aspect of a game is like, oh, this is trash, and now I'm jumping off. You know what I mean? That's just not me. The gameplay on that game is excellent, and apparently that game had 4 campaigns. I was confused about that at the time. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't the brightest kid. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? That game came out, what, 2013? Yeah, I was not the brightest, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. But I was like, why is this? I was confused. But then again, I think it was more so I was confused. I wasn't familiar with all the Resident Evil characters. I only knew about Chris. I only knew about Sheva. I only knew about Wesker and then Jill. That's it. And I'm only, like, that's it. That's the only people I knew about. And then I heard rumors of Leon. I'm saying rumors. Obviously, Leon's been out, but, you know what I'm saying? He's been in the game for a minute. But, like, that's how it was in my brain from what I remembered. Obviously, I'm well versed with Leon now. Duh. Come on now, like, what? That's the big Kennedy we're talking about. At least no glaze. Anyways, I can't believe I just read that. It has more content than Resident Evil 5. I'm like, I feel like this game is packed. If I didn't look that up, I would have just kept saying, nah, it's Resident Evil 5. Someone would have corrected me if someone even gets this far in the video. Anyways, let me just continue onward. Resident Evil 5, like I said before, is definitely my all-time favorite Resident Evil game. Resident Evil 4 Remake comes second. I can't talk about the original Resident Evil 4. Never played it. Yeah. And when it came out, I wouldn't have been. Someone would have to have like shown it to me, because obviously I only cared about toys and going outside. I'm gonna be real with you until someone introduced that game console. I had a PS2. Don't get it twisted, bro. I had a PS2. I had a Nintendo Wii. I had a Wii, bro. I had a Wii. I had a PS2. In fact, what is it? Did I have? Which Resident Evil game did I have? There was a Resident Evil game on Wii, right? I'm pretty sure, and I think I had the case still. I had that, but I don't think I bought that. I don't think I asked for that. I don't know where it came from, alright? Listen, this is an authentic conversation. Let me go back to talking about Resident Evil 5. This game, I'm pretty sure it's the first game with multiplayer. I could go to Google, but let me think, okay? Just let me think it is. I don't know for sure. There's so many Resident Evil games, it's not even funny. There's way more than... Jeez Louise. There's so many, it's like... What is a word for it? It's honestly spectacular. This franchise has been going on for so long. Like, pretty much as... What is it? 25 years? I think I saw somewhere. I think it was... Resident Evil has been a thing for like 25 years, something like that. I'm 23. So, there you go. That's kind of crazy. Playing Resident Evil 5, I'm still currently playing it. I haven't beaten the game yet. I'll beat it like pretty much, probably like tomorrow, most likely. I'm probably just gonna play the rest of it, like for the rest of it. Like, it shouldn't take me the whole entire day. This game is not that long, but then again, it could be because I know what I'm doing, because I played this game before several times over and over and over again, like a decade ago, 12 years ago, 12, 13 years, something like that. Anyways. What was I saying? Okay, I remember. Whoa, jeez Louise. I remember now. This is what happens when you get too excited. You start stumbling over your words and stuttering. Resident Evil, playing this game back over again has brought me a lot of feelings of joy. I feel like a little kid again. Like, it's so overwhelming. And then remembering how this is truly, I'm gonna be honest, I did play games before Resident Evil 5. Right, I played a lot of other games. I played come on now. I played Ben 10 on the Nintendo, the Wii. I played that one random Transformer game on PS2. I wasn't really like crazy with the games. I was outside a lot of the time, but I also had a DS at one point. Actually, I had several DS. I had a DS. Is it DS Lite and then DSi and then DS and then 3DS, I think. But anyways, no, when this game was introduced to me, it created something in my brain, which is how I am, the way I am today. Like the things that how do I say this? When you grow older, I feel like it's like two ways as once you grow into an adult. You lose something like that you had as a child, like and that's imagination, storytelling in your brain. You know how you ever been a kid and just You just be creating random stories in your mind randomly. You could be outside, you could be inside, you could be in a car. You know, this game is the Resident Evil as a whole has created a permanent vibe in my mind. A permanent, we can't call it a personality, but it's ingrained in my personality. We're gonna say it. It's there. It's just there. There's something about it, man. When it was introduced to me, I never liked something that much. That in Infamous, but this video is not about Infamous, so we're not gonna speak about Infamous anymore. I said it earlier in the video. No more. That's it. But no, this game, I showed it to my cousin. Oh my gosh, he likes this game too, but I don't know if he likes it as much as I do, because I literally played this game over alone. Well, not alone, because online was free on PS3 before they took that away. Tragic, I know, right? Anyways, what other words could I use to describe this game? To like, Wesker always, that he's the swaggiest villain I've ever seen in my life. Like, truly. To like you know how you can spam, come on, you know what I'm saying? All the quips, the things they say when they're obviously low HP or dying. These are so iconic. I feel like I'm losing my... No, I'm not losing my words here. You're getting an authentic version of me. I'm just saying, like, this is like... This game is just spectacular, bro. Thank you. Are you okay? I'm okay now, thank you. Bro, I remember these, like, certain levels used to be so hard to me. And somehow I still got it. But then again, online was free back then, so I didn't play by myself. I'll tell you that. I play with randoms. So I appreciate those random adults that I encountered that stayed in my game and, like, actually, like, you know, carried a 10-year-old me. I would assume I don't know how old I was. I had to be at least 10. Well, hey, that's the first that's the first level right there. We did an excellent job, to be honest. I didn't die not one time. Everything excellent. Accuracy could be a little better, but it's my first little mission, you know what I'm saying? I guess I can give my final thoughts. Well, as much as I can give, because like I said, I haven't beaten the game fully yet. So once I beat the game and then I play some Mercenaries, I'm gonna play Lost in Nightmares. I'm pretty sure that's like that explains the story with the Chris and Jill, right? Hold on, let's do a quick little Google search. We're gonna do this live. I'm not like skipping this. Let's see here. Let's see here. Lost in Nightmares. Yeah, it's a DLC for... Okay, that was correct. I just had to make sure I was correct about that, you know what I'm saying? Anything Resident Evil 5 related, I gotta be on point. You know, gotta be, have to be. How am I gonna be Resident Evil 5's #1 glazer? In fact, I think that's gonna be the title of the video. Assuming anyone even watches this video could get 2 views. It doesn't even matter how crazy the thumbnail looked. But hey, guess what? I wanted to make this video and I did. Therefore, you know what I'm saying, it's getting dropped. Anyways, I hope everyone's excited for Resident Evil 9. If you also like Resident Evil 5, and maybe it's your favorite game as well, you know, say you got a deep connection with it, then you should like the video and share it to other Resident Evil fans. All right. And I will be playing Resident Evil 9 when it drops next year. You know what I'm saying? Assuming we don't get blown up. WW3. Anyways, I see y'all in the next 2 videos about Resident Evil 5. But I gotta play the game first. I also have to... I got talking points. This is just a yap session. Like, I can keep going on and going on, but then I'll start repeating myself. I don't want to do that. Anyways, take care of yourself. Goodbye. I'll see you next time. And he's dead. Alright. Finally, my goodness. I should have did that earlier. Jeez Louise, man. Get up out of here, man. You're nothing to me. You're absolutely nothing. Okay, so I know for sure if this is like this area has an infinite ammo thing on it. In it. One of those what is it called? I don't know what it's called. It's not a medallion. Okay, after searching it up when I was playing the game, I know it's called an emblem, and you also have to beat the game to get infinite ammo. Can't call it a medallion.
What was that thing?
BOW that scumbag Irving left behind to set us up. Considering what it did to Alpha Team, I think we're lucky to still be breathing.
If only we could have gotten there sooner.
If we had, we'd probably be dead too.
What he meant to say was, if we didn't have plot armor, we'd be dead. That's what he meant to say.
HQ, do you copy?
This is HQ. Excellent work out there. We'll analyze the data immediately.
This whole town's gone to hell. The people here, they're acting like those Ganado detailed in the Kennedy report. And aside from that, there's something new, something we've never encountered before.
Our transportation has been taken out too. Requesting a mission update.
The mission stands. Capturing Irving is your top priority. We believe he may have fled to the mines on the other side of the train station.
Wait, we're the only 2 left. You want us to go in there alone?
Delta team have been dispatched and they're on their way. They'll assist you in locating and apprehending Irving.
But wait, we
I
can't!
repeat, your mission stands. We can't afford to let him get away. Proceed to the mines beyond the station. Over and out.
This is insane!
You ever get the feeling you're expendable?
Oh man, this is crazy. Oh wow, really? That was it? Yeah, no, this game is definitely not that long. I definitely could blaze through this game easily. You can view the BSAA file in the library. Okay, bet, say less. We still didn't die again. Oh, I could have got an S rank on the time as well. If I just, you know, wasn't wandering around. We beat this in 32 minutes, like what? There's absolutely no way you can just leave me hanging like that. You got all the way to the end of the video. That means you enjoyed what you saw. Don't lie. I know my channel is small. It will not be small by the end of this year, baby. I'm telling you now. Anyways, if you really enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. And I got a couple of other series on my channel that you can go watch. Resident Evil 4, Dead Island 2, random Roblox horror games, and Dead Rising, which I'm currently playing. With that being said, I will see you later. Goodbye.